Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General. 5-drawer tool card with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Monday, as you can see. We now back over at the storage unit, getting back to it, getting busy as always. Okay. In today's video segment presentation will be a mixture and collaboration of content amongst the stacking community, just as well as the tool community. Earlier this morning, I did receive quite a few things that we're going to be able to take a look at and get a bird's eye view. And towards the second part of this video will be for the tool community, just as well as I also have something for my gents out there just as well. But I ain't going to hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay? So pretty much I'm about to get quite a few things out to the top of the tool cart, get my box cutters out, and we're going to dive right in. So walk with me. Let's get it. All right, now I got quite a few things sitting out at the top of the tool cart, as I always do. We're going to run through things one at a time. Got my box cutters out. All right, so we're going to dive right into it. Let's get it. Okay, coming out of this first package here, this item is coming from JP's Coins and Currency Supply. All right. You can see where they're basically located at. Right here at JP's Corner 2 Industrial Drive. These are some airtight capsules. As you can take notice here, these are 40 millimeter. These are 2-ounce capsules for some of my 2-ounce rounds. I want to get this open so that I can take a look at it real quick, because these will be for quite a few 2-ounce rounds that I have in my stack. All right, so this is how my airtights came out. Like I stated, these are for 2-ounce rounds and 2-ounce coins. They have their foam inserts to protect the coins just as well. I purchased, I believe, 10 of these at the moment. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move along to the next following package, and we're going to get it. Okay, coming out of this next package here, they had the item heavily packed. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. All right, so what you're taking a look at is a triangular coin. This is Australian shipwreck coin. I believe it's called the ZWAP, something like that. I forget the actual name, but this is 1 ounce. The ZWIC, and this is 1 ounce, 3/9 fine silver, coming from APMEX, American Precious Metals Exchange. Let's see some here. Okay, and it also came with an airtight capsule just as well. They did pack that in there. All right, so this is basically coming out of the next package. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move along. Let's get it. Okay, coming out of this next following package, this is coming from DBS Coins. Okay, out from Dana Point, California. This is another Canadian maple leaf. This is a 2021. Okay, in another previous video where I was showing a little silver unpackaging, I did demonstrate and go off the state how I've been stacking a tube of 20. You know, I've been gradually purchasing some silver maple leafs and things like that. And see, let me get out my little tube. So like I said, I have been, you know, purchasing a few, building a little tube of 20. Normally when you purchase these mint tubes, they come in I believe 25 coins for these 2021 silver maple leafs. All right, these are 4/9 fine silver, argent pure. Okay, so let me see something real quick. All right, so yeah, for these capsules over here, recently I did demonstrate and showed how I picked up the Griffin 2-ounce Queen's Beast. This is a 2017. This is 4/9 fine silver. These capsules are for some other 2-ounce rounds that I actually have coming just as well, is for this Kraken here, which is fine silver, 4/9 fine, Canadian argent pure. This is also coming from Atmex. This is a 2020 Canadian 2-ounce silver Kraken, just as well as I also have another Queen's Beast, which is the White Greyhound. I believe this is 2-ounce Great Britain 2-ounce silver Queen's Beast. Yes, the White Greyhound, which is also coming from Atmex. So these capsules will go along with that over there. All right. So now what I'm about to do is we're about to get into this box over here, this last item, and then we're going to dive into this tool presentation. Let's get it. All right, once again, the seller has things, properly packaged. So I got to get the item out of this plastic wrapping real quick. Let's get it. All right, coming out of this package, what you're taking a look at is another 10-ounce silver maple leaf. This is a 2020, and if you can notice, it is in an airtight. This is still in its original manufacturing mint packaging, because the seller who sold me these right here, he sold me this from out of a monster box. So he has more than quite a few of them. Okay, so this is a 2020. I don't basically want to disassemble it from it's mint in package, because it's laminated to this particular cardboard. This is how they come in those monster boxes, but this is to go along with my 2017. All right, so just to give you a little quick idea, this is the 2017 here, so that you can get a good clear visual of the obverse. All right, which is 4/9 fine, 10-ounce silver. This is a coin. As you can take notice, this does have a reeded edge. This is not a round. Okay, so this is the 2017 here, and this is the 2020. All right, so that's 20 ounces of silver right there. And like I stated, that these are basically 2-ounce rounds. So this is another 6 ounces here, and another 1 and 1. So that's 8 ounces there. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move along into the next following part of this video, which will be for the tool community. Let's dive into it. Alrighty then, in this part of the video right here, what we're going to take a look at is my top 10 tools of the week, all right, which will be 1/4-inch tool equipment. All right, so first up, we're going to dive right into it. Let's get it. All right, I'm going to start off with number 10. Well, what you're looking at is basically a Milwaukee 1/4-inch deep impact socket set. Okay. The reason why I basically picked this particular set here in 1/4-inch drive is basically for their thin wall design. All right, when it comes to 1/4-inch, all right, you do have some 1/4-inch sockets that at times they can be a little thick at its walls, just as well as when you're using 3/8 drive. So this is for what reason why I actually picked this set. And as you can see, these are 1/4-inch drive. They come in a blow molded case with a 1/4-inch hex adapter. This is a convenient set to basically have. It runs from, what is it, 5.5 5.5 millimeter all the way up to 15 millimeter, as you can take notice here. So this would be your smallest millimeter size. All right, these are made out of chrome moly. All right. Like I stated, it also comes with its hex shank adapter, so this is very convenient and quick interchangeable when it comes to your cordless equipment and things like that of that nature. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move into number 9. Let's get it. All right, coming in at number 9 is a set coming from Snap-on. Just to give you a quick part number, which is 106 flip set here. This is a 1/4 inch set. Another reason why I picked this set is for the convenience of being able to have a socket on a 1/4 inch hex shank when using cordless equipment, and being able to interchange from, you know, one measurement to the next without having to switch individual sockets depending upon the application that you tend to use them on. As you can take notice, they do come with 2 1/4 inch hex shanks. All right, the measurements is here, if you can take notice real quick. So this is the following, you know, item that was just coming up in a selection when it comes to 1/4 inch drive tools. So let's move along. Let's get it. All right, now coming in at number 8, what we're taking a look at, as you can see, this is a 6-piece metric shallow swivel impact socket set. The part number is 106 IPTMMA. All right, just to give you the quick measurements here, which is running from 8 millimeter to 15 millimeter. These are very handy and very convenient when called upon and when needed. All right, just as well as these same particular sockets in 3/8 drive, just as well as 1/2 inch drive, depending upon your specification and application. You know, when it comes to 6-point, just as well as they're also provided in 12-point. All right, and SAE standard. So this is coming in at number 8. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move along. Let's get it. Okay, coming in at number 7, what you're taking a look at is Snap-on 1/4 inch chrome universal swivels. All right, this set is running from 5.5 millimeter all the way to 15 millimeter. All right, this is another set that is very convenient, especially when it comes down to some of the more smaller sizes when you need a weird, funny angle to get in an tight closed area. All right, so this was the next following set coming along. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move along. Let's get it. All right, now moving along, this will be 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. In the selection, what we're looking at is the extended length 1/4 inch snap-on ratchet and flex head. And then what we have is a 1/4 inch Mako locking flex head. Then move along is a snap-on 1/4 inch locking flex head. Then a 1/4 inch snap-on roto head, just as well as a little small short stubby snap-on USA made. If it'll focus in properly. Okay, this is a magnetic hex bit driver. All right, the reason why I actually have these out is because the 1/4 inch non-locking in Snap-on is the longest flex head ratchet when it comes to 1/4 inch drive throughout all the brands. All right, when it comes to their locking in 1/4 inch, they only come in a certain length measurement. So this is for what reason why I actually have the Mako. But if you notice, you know, in most of the majority of my equipment, or most of the majority of the times that I do demonstrate or show the ratchet draw and things like that, this is the only particular Mako ratchet that I actually have. I don't have them in 3/8 drive nor 1/2 inch drive. Everything else is basically all in Snap-on. But when it comes to their 1/4 inch drive, yes, I did prefer to get this because I needed the length that the Snap-on technically does not provide in this size when it comes to the locking feature. It's not to say that this particular ratchet is not needed also, because at times I may not necessarily need the length that the Mako is providing, and then vice versa. It may be a situation where I may technically need the length that the Mako provides. All right, just as well as you can see that I have the Snap-on roto head here in 1/4 inch. I also have this ratchet and a 1/4 inch body with a 3/8 drive anvil just as well. But these particular ratchets is for that funny weird angle that you may necessarily need to get into, just as well as it can also be utilized as a not a nut driver, like how you would basically use a nut driver but with on a swivel with a ratchet. All right, so that's basically where that comes into play, just as well as being able to get into enclosed tight areas just alone with the snap-on magnetic hex adapter ratchet here. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move along to the last option. Just as well as I did say that there was 10 within this particular segment right here, I'm actually gonna add something on along just to go into all this 1/4 inch equipment. So let's get it. Okay, the particular tool that I was talking about throwing in is the Milwaukee 1/4 inch hex adapter and shank adapter. This is a cordless impact driver. This is your M12 series, all right, with its quick interchangeable hex shank adapter. But this is the set that I'm talking about here, which is a 1/4 inch 8-piece essential 10mm socket set. Okay, this is a mechanic's, worst nightmare when they basically lose a 10mm socket. All right, so this set, it does provide different particular sockets from 6.2, 12 point in chrome shallow flank drive, just as well as shallow impact. You also have another semi-deep snap-on socket, just as well as a 1/4 inch swivel. Then you have a 1/4 inch swivel impact, and then you have, what is this, a 2 flank drive. These are deep chrome and impact that comes along in this 8-piece set. The part number is 108 ES10MMY. Okay, so that's basically the top 10 to 11 of this week right here. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to end this video right about now. Today is Monday. It is a fresh week. All right, I want everybody to keep it a safe and a blessed one out there as always. And until that next tool review, that next modification video, that next toolbox tour, we're going to check you later. Peace.